you recognize that, that was it was Albert King's "Oh Pretty Woman." If you heard that opening, riff, but it was in the style of the late great Gary Moore, and that's who we're talking about today. To me, Gary's always been one of my biggest inspirations and heroes because it's kind of a mixture of all the stuff that I love. Because he had a huge rock career in the '80s, and you can hear those albums like what was it, Wild Frontier, all that stuff, and he played with Thin Lizzy as well. So really great, really great rock career as well. But it was in 1990 when he released Still Got the Blues. That's always been my favorite stuff from him, because it's that high gain rock and roll, loud electric guitar. But also, the rhythm section he had, it was the, the horns and, kind of the typical bluesy thing as well. And yeah, I think especially in like the early 90s when he was just kind of coming out of that 80s phase, he played with a lot of gain. And one of my favorite albums, I think it was actually the album after Still Got the Blues. It's an album called After Hours. And that's probably my favorite album he's done. Like, it's a song, it's one I've been singing too, but I just love playing it. It's a song he did with B.B. King called Since I Met You, Baby. And, not really like high gain or anything, but just really sweet phrasing, especially in the live versions, Just a fun, upbeat blues swing thing. And I love it. That's always been my favorite type of blues stuff, the swing, up-tempo thing. But there's so many great tunes off of that album that I just, always get a kick out of. Like, he did a great cover of the Bluesbreakers song, Key to Love. Let's see if I remember how to play it. That thing. It's such a great tune. And, it's great because especially at the end, he does this, like, main solo and all that, but at the end you can hear kind of the, he lets loose and you can hear some of those shreddy influences coming, especially at the end. That Eddie Van Halen Palm Scrape thing. And Moving On Down the Road is a great one. Like, just some of the phrasing in that. It's kind of like let's see the tempo of that. It's kind of... His phrasing on that's great. One of my favorites, too, vocal-wise as well, is, I could think of it, but why can't I think of the name? The Blues Is Alright. Yeah, I know it's a cover, but I forget who it was originally written by. But his version of that is great, and it's especially again, the album version's amazing, but the live performances as well, because it's such a it's such a live tune, because the main phrase throughout it is hey, the blues is all right, and you just keep shouting that out, especially when the instruments all drop and everyone's clapping along. It's such a cool tune. And you can tell he's having a blast with that one. Let's see, I guess one more Gary Moore tune we can talk about. And this is one of my all-time favorite solos, actually. It's a song off of the Bad For You Baby album called Down the Line. And it's like a fun country blues thing. And I first heard it about a year ago. His, I don't know who it would be, his estate, I guess, released a live album from London. And it's a song, and I first heard this on the live album, and, it's like 5 times faster, right? It's a song called Down the Line. And that was, the live version's like... He's really having to go for it in that one. And, that just blew my mind immediately. And I heard the studio version, and the solo in that is just awesome. That's a workout. That took me forever to learn. You know, you had to slow down the YouTube video, and you're sitting there for like 5 hours. Sure, guitar players, you know my struggle, right? But it's a great tune. It's called Down the Line off of the Bad For You Baby album. And the live version is really, really good too. I could just go on for hours about Gary Moore. You know, I guess some live videos you could check out on YouTube. The Avo Sessions from like a 2000, I forget what it was, but the Avo Sessions, that whole show was great. You could like Walking by Myself. And man, the absolute tearjerker, you know, just hits you right into your soul. Why can't I think of it? It was like, oh man, hang on. I'm sure it'll come back to me and we can, we'll have it pulled up right here. I can't believe I don't remember it. Okay. But, you know, it's just an emotional, really beautiful ballad. Since I Met You Baby, he had the 335 out on that one, and that sounded just killer. And then, you know, there's a killer live version again of Since I Met You Baby, and Thrill Is Gone with B.B. King. You know, there's just so many great live clips you can check out. You can just fall down the YouTube rabbit hole for a couple of hours. Just great stuff. Great player. You know, I really wish he was still around. You know, he's, you know, again, one of the guys that I really, really wish that I could have seen live. But unfortunately, that won't happen. But, you know, it's the music, and his influence will always live on and always continue to inspire me. So I guess that kind of wraps up everything with the late, great Gary Moore. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope you all have a really great Thanksgiving, and I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.